Breaking news, the New York Appeals Court overturns Harvey Weinstein's 2020 rape conviction from the landmark Me Too trial, written by Michael Sissick with the AP trial. You're going to be asked about this throughout the day. Breaking news, the New York Appeals Court overturns Harvey Weinstein's 2020 rape conviction from the landmark Me Too trial, written by Michael Sissick with the AP. New York's highest court on Thursday overturned Harvey Weinstein's 2020 rape conviction, finding the judge at the landmark Me Too trial prejudiced the ex-movie mogul with improper rulings, including a decision to let women testify about allegations that were not part of the case. Harvey Weinstein is, though, of course, he's in jail.
You hear that? That's very similar to the findings of the Bill Cosby case. I mean, Bill Cosby's case had a few other improprieties also, but they didn't mention the fact that women testified that weren't part of the case. But you hear them mentioning that in Harvey Weinstein's case. Bill Cosby's case was overturned due to using grand jury testimony that was supposed to be sealed, which a deal was made between the prosecutors and Bill Cosby's attorney in order to get him to appear for the grand jury. So, but this is interesting.
In Los Angeles, two trial prejudiced the ex-movie mogul with improper rulings, including a decision to let women testify about allegations that were not part of the case. Harvey Weinstein is, though, of course, he's in jail in Los Angeles after being convicted of rape in 2022, other charges there. So he will still be in jail there. But this case, which came 4 years ago, reversed. More legal. Yeah, more
on that to come.
Okay, that's interesting. So that's not the only case that Harvey Weinstein, that's not the only conviction he has. Apparently. That's great. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Damn, I didn't know that. So he got more cases?
Just into our KTVU newsroom, a New York appeals court has overturned disgraced Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein's 2020 rape conviction and is now requiring a new trial. Now, he was sentenced to 23 years in prison after more than 80 women came forward with sexual harassment, assault, or rape allegations. Weinstein was found guilty for similar charges for a case here in California and sentenced to 16 years in prison. His attorneys are appealing that case as well, but no word yet on why the conviction was over.
Okay, so he's got two cases.
So we have some breaking news. New York's highest court has overturned Harvey Weinstein's 2020 rape conviction. The court says the judge was prejudiced against the former movie mogul with improper rulings, including a decision to let women testify about allegations that were not part of the case. Weinstein has been serving a 23-year sentence in prison after being convicted of criminal sex act for forcibly performing oral sex on a production assistant back in 2006 and rape for an attack on an actress in 2013. The 72-year-old, though, will remain behind bars since he was convicted in Los Angeles in 2022 of another rape and was given 16 years in that case. The court here in New York has ordered a new trial, and we'll continue to follow this story on air and online at cbsnewyork.com.
Yeah, that is interesting. That's very interesting. Let's see here what's going on.
Breaking news, New York's Court of Appeals has just overturned Harvey Weinstein's 2020 conviction on felony sex crime charges. This case sparked Hollywood's Me Too movement. According to the New York Times, the court found the judge made a mistake by allowing prosecutors to call witnesses who were not a part of the case. These women accused Weinstein.
How do you make a mistake like that? I mean, is that a mistake? Is that simply a mistake? I mean, aren't they following procedure and precedent in legal cases like this?
Of assaulting them, but those accusations were not part of the charges against him. The appeals court determined Weinstein did not receive a fair trial because of this. Now, this does not mean Weinstein is now out of jail.
Look at who the defense attorney is. That's the same defense attorney, I believe, that Puff Daddy has right about now, right about this moment. Let me think about that. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go back. Isn't this the same dude? Ain't this the guy right here? What's his damn name? Hold on. Let me see something here. Let me see here. Who the hell is Diddy's attorney? It's the same guy. It's the same guy. Let me see here. Benjamin Brafman. Is that the attorney? Benjamin Brafman? Let me just look this up. Is this the, yeah, it's 18/20/23. Now let me go back to this. Does this look like Benjamin Brafman here? It certainly does. All right, it's him.
Trial because of this. Now, this does not mean Weinstein is now out of jail. Manhattan's district attorney could seek a retrial, and Weinstein is still in prison after he was convicted of raping a woman in a Beverly Hills hotel.
I want to bring some breaking news that's come into us out of New York City, and it concerns the disgraced Hollywood movie producer Harvey Weinstein. The Court of Appeal in New York has overturned Weinstein's 2020 conviction for sex crime charges. It was a 4-3 decision in that appeal, and now it will be up to the Manhattan District Attorney, that's Alvin Bragg, to decide whether or not they're going to seek a retrial of Harvey Weinstein. Now, he is currently in prison in upstate New York, and whether or not he is retried, he will not be a free man in the near term. He was also, as you may remember, sentenced to 16 years in prison in California after being convicted of raping a woman in a hotel in Beverly Hills. So he remains in prison now, but
how many years total did Harvey Weinstein get? What's up, Love Me for got the coffee in hand, huh? Good morning to you. Yeah, but how many years did Harvey Weinstein get? Now they say he's in New York, upstate New York. He's got a conviction, a criminal conviction in California. That's 16 years. Let me see something. Let me just look this up real quick. Where is Harvey Weinstein convictions? Let me see something here. Okay. Been convicted of 2 sex crime charges in 2020. The New York court and hold on. Yeah, the New York court. Let me see here. And then they say it was a 3-4 vote or 4-3 vote to overturn it. But it says Weinstein 72 is being held in Mohawk Correctional Facility in Rome, New York, according to the State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. He also was sentenced last year in Los Angeles to 16 years in prison for charges of rape. And so he's going to be shipped if the overturning goes through. I guess he will be shipped to California Correctional Facility. Right. Okay. So that was 23 years for New York. That conviction is being overturned. The charges that resulted in convictions were based on the testimony of Miriam Haley and Jessica Mann. Okay. In addition, 3 other women testified during the trial as prior bad acts witnesses, as prosecutors sought to show Weinstein had a pattern of abuse, and that's the reason why it was overturned. All right, so let me see it. Let's go.
One of the central cases of the Me Too movement against Mr. Weinstein has now been
we miss you too, Love Me for, no doubt. Where you been, girl?
Overturned by the New York Court of Appeals in what's been described as a stunning reversal. Let's bring in our US correspondent Mark Stone for more on this. And Mark, I think you are there and you can hear me. So, Mark, I was just laying out some of the detail there, and it would seem, I think, as if this decision has come about from the Court of Appeal.
Who is in this picture right here?
Because
look, I'll be damned. It's a small world, ain't it? Look at this. Y'all gotta peep this. Look, Harvey Weinstein's attorney for this case was who? The one that just got overturned? Benjamin Brafman. Whose attorney is that? That's Sean Puffy Combs' attorney. Exactly. And look who's in the picture with the man. This shit don't get no better, yo. Like, wow. I can only ask who's the brother next to Usher. I mean, it's not it's a small world. That's what I could say. It's a small world. It's a small world for sure. I don't know what to say, but let's keep it rolling. I said I wasn't going to be back on YouTube today, but I lied. I guess apparently I saw this happen. I was like, oh hell no.
Trial judge had made what's described as a crucial mistake during that original trial.
Yes, I mean, this is being described as a stunning reversal of that 2020 conviction.
Totally. Look at this. Give me a kiss, lady.
Of the,
all he need is one. Oh man, I mean, this is just disgusting. A lot. Oh man, and
of the film.
What can I say? I don't want to sound prejudiced, but I mean, to put your lips on that many people.
Producer, one of a number of convictions, I should say. The key reason for this 4-3 decision.
Whoa. That was Jimmy Jam? Let's go back. Damn, that's Jimmy Jam?
Because
what? Okay. Harvey Weinstein got the same attorney as this man, as Puff Daddy. And this is Usher to the right of him, of Harvey. I guess that's to our left. And you saying this is Jimmy Jam? This Jimmy Jam? Damn, it looked like it. Damn, you got some good eyes, Love Me Fruit. That definitely looks like Jimmy Jam. And, I wonder if he's in hot water over something like this for himself.
The trial judge had made what's described as a crucial mistake during that original trial.
Zoom in? Okay. Hold on.
Yes. I mean, this is being...
The judge had made...
You see that? Is that him right there?
What's described as a crucial...
Does that look like him? Well, that's his style. That's for damn sure. It looks like it be him. Let me go. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna Google him real quick. All right.
Yes, I mean, this is being described as a stunning reversal of that 2020 conviction of the film producer. One of a number of convictions, I should say. The key reason for this 4-3 decision in the New York Court of Appeals is that it was the view of these appeal judges, or at least a majority of them.
I think you're right, Love Me Fruit. It's a young that image of him and Harvey. This must be about what, 10 years ago or 5 years ago? 5 years, 8 years, maybe. But yeah, he's in good shape actually.
That in trying the former film producer, they took evidence from women who had accused him but were not part of that specific case. And in doing so, they undermined the principles of the foundation of the case, and therefore it could be overturned. Now, it's worth saying that Mr. Weinstein is in prison at the moment. Of course, he is in an upstate New York prison in the town of Rome. There is no prospect at the moment of him being released as a consequence of this decision, because he was also found guilty in a separate case in California, which means that he will, unless that was to be overturned, remain in prison. But there's no question that for those people who gave evidence against Mr. Weinstein, those women, many of them as part of what became quickly known as the Me Too movement, those people who gave evidence against him in this case in New York, this will be a devastating blow for them as a decision in the New York Court of Appeals overturns this 2020 conviction on felony sex crime charges. As I say, being described here as a stunning reversal of a case that was foundational for the so-called Me Too movement.
Okay, and Mark, I mean, as you point out there, Weinstein is.
Was this a foundational case, or was this like, I'm curious myself about that, if this is foundational because, or if it's just entertainment, like the fact that it was about entertainers, that it kind of took over what's called Me Too. I don't believe it's foundational though, but I think he's exaggerating a little bit. But hey,
in prison, there's no chance of him being released from prison. And
okay,
now,
sis. I love me, Fruit. We catch you soon. I sis, miss you too.
It's reported, it would suggest as if there is going to now be a question for the district attorney as to whether or not to seek a retrial. I mean, just sort of having a look at some of the reporting around this, and legal experts commenting in the last few minutes of it say that this particular New York conviction was always open to appeal. So while shocking, some experts saying that they're not surprised, the question will be whether or not a retrial is sought.
Yes, and that will be up to the district attorney, Alvin Bragg, who of course is himself.
Is this what is this? He got like a shadow coming down under his nose. Like, what are these, permanent booger marks or what? Like, what is this? How's this so brown right here?
Embroiled in the Trump case. It's he that's brought the case against Donald Trump, entirely separate. But it means he's a busy man. He is now going to determine whether or not a retrial will be sought. But Harvey Weinstein, you can see him there, such a pivotal figure in the film industry in Hollywood. 72 years old. He has
Dave Chappelle said Harvey Weinstein looks rapey.
Been serving this 23-year sentence in a New York prison following that conviction in 2020 on criminal sex charges. And
damn, he looked like he just woke up. Look at this outfit. He got his shirt all hanging out. Okay.
This appeal, yes, you're right. It is an appeal that could always come. It did come, but I think not many expected that it would be a successful appeal. But by a margin of 4-3 in the New York Court of Appeals, they have concluded that the judge made crucial mistakes as part of that case, and that for that reason, the New York's highest court has overturned the rape conviction. But as you say, he will remain in jail because he was also convicted in Los Angeles in 2022 of another rape.
I'm curious about what the implications of this are. Like, so it was overturned because there were two women that testified against him, Miriam Haley and Jessica Mann. In addition, and three other women testified during the trial as prior bad acts, witnesses, right? Witnesses to prior bad acts. And so that is supposed to mean that, damn, this is a whole nother story. So that is supposed to mean that Harvey Weinstein, that they can't have past prior act witnesses in a case like this. I mean, is that what that means? So how would that change the case? I'm just curious about that. I'm just curious, what does that mean exactly? Would there be a conviction without the prior bad acts witnesses? That's one question that comes to my mind. And where does that put women in terms of cases like this? Because let's be honest, a lot of the things going on are one-on-one interactions. How do you prove a one-on-one interaction if you did not go to a doctor immediately after? If you did not record the event showing that you said no? How do you prove it? I'm not saying that the acts didn't happen. I agree that the acts are happening all the time, but I'm just thinking as a woman, like, How do you win a rape case when it's one-on-one? How do you win that? I don't know how you win it. Yeah, this dude is a slob for sure, man. A slob and a creep. I mean, and with a lot of money, a slob and a creep with a whole lot of money working for him. It didn't keep him out of jail, but it's trying to. It's definitely trying to fight back. That's for damn sure. Um, but what do y'all think about this? Like, ultimately, what does this mean for these witnesses, and what does it mean for these victims of rape, or of a sexual assault? Like, when you can't have prior bad act witnesses testifying, does it change the outcome of cases like this? And do you think that his New York sentence being overturned, do you think his sentence was like at the foundation of the Me Too movement, like a foundational conviction of the Me Too movement? Or do you think they're exaggerating? Like, me and myself, I don't think it's foundational. I think anything in Hollywood has an ability to take over the limelight and attention, but as a journalist, I wouldn't call it foundational myself. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And once again, I appreciate everybody for coming out. I'm gonna catch everybody later on today while I get a little bit Z's. Peace, y'all.